everyone, I'm Aida Amira and I'm gonna present to you Persuasive speech, and the title is Should Boys and Girls Taught in Separate Classroom? If we go back a little bit back in the day, boys and girls would be in separate classroom and they would even in separate schools. Nowadays, majority of the schools are co-ed where boys and girls are in the same classroom. But we do have a couple private schools where it is have a single gender school or classes. According to debate, the teachers have found that students attain top result in single-sex classes than in co-ed classes. It is found that boys and girls' brain do operate in dissimilar modes. As a result, they study in a different way. Girls are more inactive learners, and as the researchers show, they are typically good visual and auditory learners and pass with flying colors. Boys are more kinetic learners and they require learning by doing. Here are short video about school at US experiment with single gender classes. So let's start watch the video.
This is Taylor Simpkins' first year at Jet Middle School, and things are going a lot better than she imagined.
I was really nervous. It's just like a new environment.
And she lucked out. Ms. Jackson has been teaching English for almost 30 years. Despite the 3 decades of experience, it's only her second year teaching a class of all girls. It was the principal's idea to try single-gendered classrooms in the 6th grade.
She approached me with the situation. I thought, oh no, not me.
But like Taylor, things are going a lot better than she imagined as well.
Once I got into it, it wasn't a week that I thought, oh, I love this. This is great. Went to her and I said, can we do it again next year?
So they did. Everyone liked it so much, they're now expanding to more grades.
I'm getting more from them in reference to their work.
Okay, so we know that this topic is a hot topic for debate and talk, and also this topic is just not only debate for our country. It's debate all in the world, even though a developed country also, such as London, US and California. So today I would like to persuade you that boys and girls should be taught in separate classroom. There are many reasons to separate boys and girls in different classrooms. Firstly is competitiveness and different ways of solving a problem. Secondly is shy and desire to participate in class. And my last reason is to avoid unwanted things such as harassment, sexual relationship and unwanted pregnancy. Many of you might be skeptical about boys and girls should be taught in separate classroom or not. Here, I am stating the reason to convince you why boys and girls should be taught in separate classroom. Okay, let's talk about my main first point is competitiveness and different ways of solving problems. Most boys are more brave than girls and love to learn their own lesson. As a rule, they tend to step out of the box when completing assignment and try to find their own ways to reach answer, making each task a new adventure. The girls' perception is more inclusive, imaginary, and emotional. They like problematic issues that make them more involved and active or in finding solution. Moreover, the competitiveness in them give them the push to be the ones who find the solution first. Boys and girls have their own way of competing. Different opinion by two gender can lead to debate. Girls work quickly while boys are doing the opposite than girls. So this issue can lead to debating each other. That is my first point. So if it's not convincing enough, boys and girls should be taught in separate classroom, it's okay. If my first point does not convince you enough, I will explain to you my second main point. You will be more excited to know, right? Okay, my next second main point is shy and desire to participate in class. We already know girls are more shy than boys. Girls will be quiet if the number of boys in class is larger than girls. The boy's voice is louder than the girl's voice. This makes girls more shy to give opinions in front of class. That's why we need to separate girls and boys in different class. Next, boys will prefer to sit at the back rather than in front. This kind of decision will make girls become more shy. Girls will feel unsafe if boys at the back. Girls are often known to be more shy than boys. While they are good at carrying out certain tasks with precision, their shy when in a class full of boys can sometimes be difficult for them and cause them to hold back out of fear of ridicule, leading to reduction in class participation. So we need to separate these two genders in different classes. This will make girls more safe and not really shy come to class. With my second main point just now, you will be more convinced, right? Now I will prove to you more why boys and girls should be taught in separate classroom. Lastly, my third main point is to avoid unwanted things happen, such as unwanted pregnancy. I have found an article from the Star newspaper on Friday, 12 July 2019. In Malaysia, an average of 80,000 teenager girls get pregnant each year. Majority of adolescent pregnancy were unplanned and about 50% may end up in abortions. Incidence of sexual activity among the young has risen dramatically from 2.3% for 13 to 17 years old in 2014. 7.3% in 2017. So this article show unwanted pregnancy come from teenagers, which means they are still school and college students. Next is sexual harassment. 4 out of 5 children experience some form of sexual harassment in elementary school. Boys are more likely to physically harass others. 6 out of 10 students will experience some kind of physical sexual harassment. Sexual harassment mostly comes from school and teenagers, according to a survey by the American Association of School Women. The survey found that sexual harassment is common at every stage of education. The most frequently experienced type of harassment are verbal and physical harassment. That's my last point to persuade you that boys and girls should be taught in separate classrooms. I hope by now you know reason why boys and girls should be taught in separate classrooms. I hope I have convinced you enough to separate boys and girls in different classrooms. And let me recap they are. Firstly, competitiveness and different ways of solving a problem. Secondly is shyness and desire to participate in class. And lastly is to avoid unwanted things happen. In conclusion, I strongly believe single-sex desire are the best choice for children to succeed. I hope certain parties can take action and this should be given proper attention. If not, many things will happen. This issue must be taken seriously by the authorities. Otherwise, it will be detrimental to the life of teenagers. We as a student must suggest to the school or college to separate between these two genders in the different classroom. A proverb in Malay once said, "Don't let rice become porridge." Please take some action before anything bad happens. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.